What is up, Tacticus Warriors? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into the chaotic, indulgent world of Warhammer 40k Tacticus. The Emperor's Children, yes, those Slaanesh-obsessed, Sonic-screaming Chaos Space Marines, are tearing up the battlefield with their July 2025 update led by the one and only Lucius the Eternal. But who else is joining the party? Today we're speculating on 4 potential Emperor's Children characters Snowprint Studios might add alongside Lucius. Stick around for some juicy lore, wild guesses, and ideas on how those units could spice up your squads. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Tacticus content. Let's get excessive. But before we get into this video is sponsored by myself. That's right, in case you guys didn't know, which, let's be fair, none of you do, I have my very own merch shop over on Spreadshirt. I've got a few designs based on some stuff that I frequently say in my videos and just some other designs that I like. My personal favorite, which I'm actually wearing right now, is the True Doodle Fan shirt. The shirts are high quality, soft, and unbelievably comfortable. So if you feel like getting some good clothes and supporting your favorite small YouTuber, then why not head over there and snag something nice for yourself? You deserve it. The link is in the description. As we all know, the Emperor's Children are all about those Slaanesh vibes, excess, perfection, and ear-shattering chaos. In Tacticus, they're a new faction with flashy, high-damage abilities and wicked synergy. Lucius the Eternal is bound to be slicing through enemies and cheating death like a true Slaaneshi champ. With the 2025 Tabletop Codex dropping new units like Noise Marines, Flawless Blades, and Chaos Lords, we've got a solid foundation to predict who might be joining Tacticus next. Since Traitor Primarchs like Magnus and Mortarion are raid bosses in Tacticus, we probably won't see Fulgrim. Instead, we'll focus on named characters that fit the game's playable roster style. Let's break down 4 Emperor's Children who could bring the more perfected chaos to your next battle. First up, one of my favorite guesses for a while now is Fabius Bile, the primogenitor himself. This mad scientist of the Emperor's Children is a traitor apothecary who's all about creating monstrous mutants and tweaking Chaos Space Marines into perfection. While he leads his own warband in the lore, his deep ties to the Emperor's Children make him a prime pick for Tacticus, especially after his prominence in the Black Library novels. In-game, Fabius Bile could be a legendary tier support unit with a creepy twist. His active ability might summon a mutant enhanced warrior or a new man to an adjacent hex, dealing melee damage for a turn or 2 before it expires. His passive could heal or buff nearby Emperor's Children alongside regular medic duties, maybe even giving a small bit of health regen or damage boost when units score kills, tying into his obsession with improving his allies. He'd be perfect for guild raids or salvage runs, but his shards would likely be locked behind premium requisition pulls or events. Fabius in Tacticus would be a game changer for support-heavy Emperor's Children builds. Would you run him? Drop your thoughts in the comments to let me know. Next up, we have the Lord Cacaphonist, a fresh Chaos Lord from the 2025 Emperor's Children Codex. This guy's a maestro of sonic destruction, wielding a super doom siren that can shred reality itself. In Tacticus, he'd fit perfectly as an epic tier ranged support unit, amplifying the faction's love for chaotic noise. I picture his active ability as a sort of sonic blast, hitting all enemies in a hex pattern for solid damage and maybe applying a debuff like a movement penalty or reduced range to mimic the disorienting wail of Slaanesh. His passive could boost Emperor's Children by increasing their range damage or critical hit chance, making him a must-have for Noise Marine heavy squads. He'd synergize really well with Lucius's melee focus, balancing your team for arena or campaign missions. His shards might be grindy, probably tied to arena rewards or guild rewards, so free-to-play players will need some patience. Third, we've got Idolon, the Lord Commander of the Emperor's Children. This arrogant Slaaneshi warrior is a fan favorite from the Horus Heresy and Fabius Bile books, rocking a thunderhammer and a serious superiority complex. Even without a new 2025 tabletop model, his lore prominence makes him a strong candidate for Tacticus. Idolon could be a tanky melee bruiser, perfect for soaking damage in PvP or PvE. His active ability might be a Thunderhammer strike, dealing high damage to a single target with bonus effects against high health enemies like orcs or tyranids or guild raid bosses. His passive could give him a chance to ignore lethal damage or regain health on kills, reflecting his Slaaneshi resilience and love of excess. Expect his shards to be event exclusive, so save those requisition scrolls. Idolon would be a beast in close quarters combat, but do you think he'd outshine Lucius? Finally, just a generic Noise Marine champion to round out the roster. The 2025 Tabletop Codex made Noise Marines a centerpiece with their Sonic Blasters and Blastmasters, and Tacticus loves named champions over generic squads. A Noise Marine champion could be a great uncommon or maybe even a rare tier unit, making the Emperor's Children accessible to newer free-to-play players. I imagine their active ability as a Blastmaster shot, dealing heavy damage to one target and splashing lighter damage to adjacent hexes, similar to Sarkale's active. Their passive could boost damage when near other Emperor's Children, reflecting their love of synchronized chaos. You'd likely farm their shards through maybe new campaign missions or requisition pulls, making them easier to unlock than legends like Fabius. This unit would let you dip into Slanesh's Sonic Mayhem without spending a fortune. Sound like a unit you grind for? And so there you have it, 4 Emperor's Children characters for Tacticus: Fabius Bile, Lord Cacaphonist, Idolon, and a Noise Marine champion. These picks mix lore, tabletop vibes, and Tacticus' tactical gameplay. Which one are you hyped for? I mean, assuming we get any of these. Or are there any other Slaneshi characters that you'd love to see? Drop your ideas in the comments, and let's theorycraft some insane team comps. I'd like to thank my loyal Patreon patron Zanetor for his continued support, and if you're feeling generous, maybe consider joining him. The link is in the description. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for more Warhammer 40k Tacticus content. And I'll catch you on the battlefield. Until next time, tacticians, for the Emperor!